Hello friends, welcome to Unacademy, which is the largest online education platform for GATE, CS and IT. Myself Mallesham. In this session, I'll be focusing on how to identify CFLs and DCFLs and also closure properties of CFLs and DCFLs. Okay, so before starting today's session, let me introduce myself quickly so that we can, sorry guys. Before starting the session, let me introduce myself quickly. I have started this Sankalp batch with C programming. Then after completion, we are seeing now theory of computation. Here are the 4 days successfully completed. It's the 5th day of TOC. After this, we have 3 more days here. The last day, 16th day, which is very important, where we are going to see the closure properties and identification of all the languages like regular, finite, infinite, CFL, DCFL. It's going to be mixed. So 16th Jan, we are going to spend a very good amount of time to understand the TOC. Yes. And here the maths, which is going to be at 11:30 a.m. today. And then you have computer organization today, last day probably. And algo you might be attending in the morning, and then we are running TOC, and once mathematics is completed by tomorrow, operating system will begin, and then data structure is going to be starting from tomorrow, I think. Then later on remaining subjects will be taken care. So if you want to know about my expertise subjects, then you can see that TOC, CD, discrete mathematics that I am taking, but I have also algorithm, data structure, our favorite subjects. In case you need my referral code, you can use DEVALIVE as a referral code to get 10% discount on Unacademy, either for Plus or Iconic subscription, or you can use for accessing free classes on Unacademy. And if you want to know about my classes on Unacademy, there are various classes that I have already taken, more than 400 classes that are based on quizzes, all-in-one sessions, and special topics on various subjects like daily practice problems and PYQ series on many subjects. All these classes are absolutely free on Unacademy. You can just visit my profile www.unacademy.com/@DevaGateCSE and use DevaLive referral code to access these classes. In case if you are not using app on your mobile, then you can go to Play Store, install Unacademy Learning app. And right away you can watch all videos, free videos using mobile. Yes, in case if you are interested to take the subscription, the Plus and Iconic will help you to crack the exam. And with those people who are seriously preparing, this Plus and Iconic definitely are going to help you, because they are paid plans, they have structured courses, all classes are live interactive sessions, and you will have n number of batches in a year, and you can join every batch or any batch, that is your choice. And you will have weekly test, doubt solving session, and batches will be both in English and Hindi. You can attend separately or you can attend any one of them, it's your choice. Iconic, all the benefits of Plus you have. Iconic, you will also have a mentor coach to guide you all the time, and you will have a separate study plan to do preparation, and you will have a separate booster sessions, and you will have taste analysis, and you have study material which are well designed. In case if you want to know about the Plus paid plans, 1.5 year, 2 years are popular. Among 2 years is too popular, where you can go for 39,600, just with 39,600 for 2 years. Use referral code DEVALIVE. And this is not for my course, this is for all the courses on Unacademy. Remember, it's just code is mine, but this entry is not for my courses, it's for entire GATE computer science, this 2-year plan. And even Iconic also same. If you go for 2 years, 66,600, where you can access every educator course, you can access or test series, you can access a lot of things in this 2 years. Everything which is free inside. You may use my referral code or any referral code to do the same. Let's start, guys. If you have not liked it, please do that. Yes. Vijayant, good morning. Gaurav, good morning. Simon, good morning. Dubey, good morning. Lavjit, good morning. Chakraborty, good morning. Ankita, good morning. Aparna, good morning. Amjad, good morning. Abhishek, Ritika, Nikhil, good morning. Yeah, is my voice clear, guys? Is it clearly audible? Just let me know before starting the session. Yeah. Good morning, Sandeep. Yeah, before coming to the session, there was a technical issue in laptop, so I was not able to connect to internet and I was not able to hear properly. Yeah, everything is all right. Good morning, Andy. Good morning. Yeah, Nikhil Kumar. Good morning. I hope you remembered previous sessions. Regular languages, CFG and PDA. These sessions were complete. These classes were completed. Yes, few topics we have seen in the previous sessions. Correct. Now we are going to look at the CFLs and DCFLs identification. And I hope for the exam point of view, you may not require the construction of PDA, but if you can construct the PDA, this topic will become easy. I know the construction of PDA is not at all easy for undergraduate students, but if you work well, then definitely you will understand how to design the machine. Yeah. So now those people who are good at construction are those people who are good at understanding the stack operations, then they can easily identify CFLs and DCFLs. Okay, let's start the first topic, identification of CFLs and DCFLs. Now we have four options in the right side. Look at this problem. What kind of language it is? Assume this is A and B, C, D. Tell me which is the right answer based on your knowledge. Yeah. I have the first question for you, that is what language it is. Gaurav, Sandeep, I don't know what are you trying to answer. Abhinav. So this is what the problem is. How do you identify first? What kind of knowledge you have to identify? And you should know first what is DPDA. This is gonna be a DCFL, so CFL. And why do you answer that is? If you answer DCFL, why don't you answer CFL? Because this could be MSQ, right? If it is DCFL, why not it is CFL? Why only you choose A? Right? If it is MSQ, you must choose A and B, guys. Come on, it is DCFL because I can design a DPDA. Here A is more than B is. So if you have knowledge of designing DPDA, then you can understand. Otherwise, I don't know how do you say DCFL. But those people who knows how to design this, push all the A's, when B comes, pop A, and not just one B, every B pop A, and A's are more. So when the end of the input occurs, like epsilon or dollar, then A left on the stack, then go to final. Or after A's, without B also it is possible epsilon, then go to final. Yes, most appropriate is A. If it is MCQ, choose A. But if it is MSQ, no, most appropriate. If they say most appropriate, choose A. But A and B both are right answers. Yes. I asked which are right options. Multiple options can be correct. Remember, these are not MCQ questions. What I have taken is MSQ questions now. Everybody, those people who don't know how to design DPDA, I don't know how do you say DCFL. Clear this point? That's what I told you. Yesterday's topic is very connected to today's topic. Clear this point? Number of A's greater than number of B's. Only A's are accepted from initial state to final state. You can go after pushing all the A's onto the stack. Right, after B's, at least one B is there, then every B pop one A, and at the end of the input A is left on the stack. Yes. Clear? So in your mind, this logic should run. That means all the A's I push and B's I pop, then end of the input stack should left with A. So that logic is very, very important to understand why it is DCFL. So once it is DCFL, all these A's we push, all these B's we pop A's, but at the end of the input, A's left on the stack. That is the logic. Yes, DPDA can be constructed. Not only DPDA, PDA also can be constructed. Every DPDA is already PDA. You can design even not a DPDA also. Clear this point? Okay. So which is a DCFL? Exact answer is DCFL but not regular. It is not a regular, but it is DCFL. This is the exact answer. So now you can answer DCFL, CFL, CSL, everything. Okay, let's move to the next one. Yeah, multiple options may be correct. Remember, I am asking you MSQ. I am not asking you MCQ. Come on, guys. If you have joined late and not liked the session yet, please do that. Come on, guys. What will be answer? Multiple answers are allowed. Yes, again A and B correct. A, so B definitely. Clear? In the exam MSQ questions are there, you need to answer like that, A and B. Yes. Same problem, but now you have two types of strings. A's are there, B's are there. B's can be less or can be equal. So what do? There are two choices now. At the end of the input, there are two things happens. If $A, that means go to final. Even $Z0 also go to final. Yes or no? But both are different combinations, so no problem at all. It is a deterministic language. It is a deterministic CFL. Yes. Did you see that? From Q1, either $A or $Z0 go to final. Because, sorry, what I am doing sometimes. Okay. Keep a Z0 or delete it is your choice. These are the conditions. This talks about A's more. This talks about A's equal to B's. Fine. Next one. Both same questions. Any difference, guys? Now choose M not equal to N. M not equal to N. So small change in the problem because of there is a typing problem here. Yeah. M not equal to N. Now what is the answer? वो सोचा था निखिल नॉट DCFL सोचा था तो इसलिए BD चूज किया था. Yes, Raj. What will be answer now? M not equal to N. M not equal to N in the sense it is either m less than n or m greater than n. It is again same answer, DCFL, CFL. It is also how is that possible? I can design for you. Every A you push, and you have to look at now two types of strings. Both are valid. A is more, you already know about it. So everybody same, push all the A's and pop A for every B. This is a common logic for every problem. Now problem is, how do you understand more A's? More A's means A is left at the end of the input. That end of the input might happen from here, or it might happen from here. Only A's can happen. Then you go to final. Now how do you accept more B's? Now more B's are also allowed. More A's we understood when dollar comes, A left on the stack. But now B will pop A and here B is left on the input. So what do you do here? After some time, B comma Z naught happens. Keep the Z naught, skip every B. Then at the end, come to the final. Only B's are also allowed. Then what do? Only B's, just go to this state. B comma Z naught by Z naught. Now look at this. This is a deterministic. I never choose two different transitions for the same input and top of the stack. Pratik Soni, there are no two ways. All the two ways are different combination. B comma A, B comma Z naught. They are not two paths for the same combination. There are two different paths for two different combinations. It's okay. Allowed. Only what is not allowed? From the same state, you are doing two different things for the same input, same top of the stack. Then you are in trouble. That is a non-determinism. This is also non-determinism, but determinism also it is. Come on. M not equal and regular language कैसे होता है यार? ये कहाँ से यार? सब A star B star में not equal होता है क्या? Equal भी हो सकता है यार A star B star में. इसमें A भी है, double A double B है इसके अंदर. You have all of them. Got it? That's what those people who are studying, I know I have seen some of the lectures online. What do they say? You know, R is there. That means it is a non-determinism. Yes, it's also determinism. Why don't you say that? It is also determinism. Everybody, R doesn't mean that just non-determinism. It is also determinism sometimes. So you need to have a clarity. Why do you say DCFL? And that's what I told you. Yesterday's session was too important to decide what you do today. Everybody agree? Yeah. Fourth one. Now tell me, what is the language? Good morning, Sweta. Good morning. Yes. What is the answer? Come on, quick. What is the answer? How many of you realize this is just equal to A star, B star, C star, because all are free, right? M, N, K, all are free, right? It is actually regular, but no option exists for regular. So you choose DCFL, CFL. A, B. Come on, Nikhil, what are you doing? A star, B star, C star is another way to write. Yeah, clear everyone? So don't get into trap. Don't say not CFL. That's a different one. Very easy language. Okay, now I'm going to add one condition, guys. M less than N less than K. This condition added to the previous problem. Then what do you say? Now, basically stack can help you to compare two counts. It can check a dependency between just two counts. Now, M less than and you may check, but if you check mn, then B will pop A. But see, how do you check the relation with B and A? Impossible using the one stack. It is impossible to check using one stack, because somehow all this will relate M less than N, and this will relate M less than K, this will relate N less than K. All the three are depending on each other. Impossible using the stack, one stack. So the answer is not a CFL. Yes, Gaurav right, Sandeep. Nikita right. Yeah. Because it's not two comparisons here. It's a dependency between the three symbols, three counts. It's not comparison. If you are only looking at comparison, you will fail to answer the questions. Maybe you understood, but that's not enough all the time. Don't look at just M and K. Look at what is happening to A, B, C. Look at this. You have a dependency between every two symbols here. Dependency exists here, dependency exists here. All of them are depending on each other. Fine. Let's move on to the next one, which is a very famous language. Of course, I have not designed in the class because which takes time. For me, half an hour time required to explain this problem. But I will show you. DPDA not exist. No doubt DPDA not exist. It is true. There is no DPDA for this. But I will show you grammar. Context free grammar, that too. ASA or BSB or epsilon. Will it be exactly even length palindrome? This is, we have a CFG. We have a CFG for this. We have a CFG for this. That means CFG exists. If the CFG exists, definitely it is a CFL. But why we say not DCFL? Because we don't have a DPDA for that. Yeah, now I am not showing PDA because PDA, it's very easy, but understanding is difficult. Anybody want a PDA? I can design very easily. Do you want to see the PDA? Yes, look at that. I want to push W. I don't know how long, because there is no way to identify who is the reverse, where is the reverse begins. So I do something that I push everything blindly. I don't know how long. But at some point of time, I change my mind. Reverse may begin any time. When it begins, I pop them, all of them, but only by matching. If this is really true, my choice is correct, then at the end of the input, you will see Z0 on the stack. Yeah, otherwise, there might be other path exist. This is a PDA, a non-deterministic PDA. So it is the CFL, guys. It is a CFL. No. Dipankar, kahan se aaya yaar? This is an unambiguous language. इसको एम्बिगुअस कोई नहीं बोलता, ये अनएम्बिगुअस ग्रामर यार। कहाँ से आया दीपांकर, ये नया नाम दिया एम्बिगुअस लैंग्वेज। क्यों एम्बिगुअस है, क्यों एम्बिगुअस है, व्हाई यू से एम्बिगुअस? Language is not ambiguous. This is the unambiguous language because I have unambiguous grammar. This is the unambiguous grammar, guys. दीपंकर का स्टेटमेंट देखो. Tell me, Deepankar, why did you say ambiguous? No, that's wrong. Everybody clear? Language को मत बोलना ambiguous. सही तो है, ठीक है. That's a different definition. Next one. This time W, we did that yesterday. Push, C, you skip, and reverse, you know what to do. Pop. It is DCFL, so CFL. निखिल DCFL, निखिल अभी. And we have designed this. Yeah. संदीप DCFL 2. गौरव, ये DCFL होगा तो CFL भी होंगे ना यार. A and B both are right answers. Yesterday we did this problem. C की जगह में कुछ और है होगा शायद. Yeah, it is easy. Correct. Next. When you have a doubt, ask immediately. I might have other answers to explain. चलो आगे चलते हैं. What is right answer? Yes. Now look at this one. We have to check 3 symbols at a time. Stack can check only 2 counts. But your 3 counts, it's not possible. Yeah, it is not CFL. Yes. Even non-deterministic also not possible. Now, quick. Yeah, you can answer CSL, correct. If you want to answer, yes, CSL. It is CSL, you can answer. Because in context sensitive language, in using linear bound automata, you can accept it. Yeah, Sandeep is right. It is actually 3 comparisons, not 2. Raj, जो आप बोल रहे हैं ना 2 comparison, ये 2 नहीं है, 3 है. 3 symbols are depending parallelly. अब बताओ क्या होने वाला है. Same answer. Again not, guys. See a power n, 1 b extra, बस b power n तो है. 2 c's extra, c power n. वैसे भी ये काउंट तो इक्वल होना चाहिए ना. And again it is a not CFL. The actual answer is CSL, you know it. Yes. Let's move to the next one. है ना, होता है ना, सेम है ना. All the 3, but the 3 relations are different. Like, you know, if A has power 100, then B will have 200, C power will be 300. This is also same answer again. Yes, let's see who will answer the next one. अब तक तो easy था, मजा आ रहा होगा, but अब आएगा और I'm keeping very important point to the next one. Let's see who will answer this. Yes, Raj, you're right. Nagash, you're right. Yes, Sandeep. This is the trick. Did you remember that in regular languages what we did? You know, W, WX, इसको epsilon बना के we said X, right? Did you remember when you say W, comma X belongs to A, comma B whole star? Same concept. ये जो N दिख रहा है ना, ये N को आप delete कर सकते हैं. This can be written as A power I, B power J, C power K. When you put N is equal 0, then this is actually A star, B star, C star. इससे बड़ी कोई नहीं होगा यहाँ पर. Whatever the value N you take, that is already covered in A star, B star, C star. तो कुछ confusion नहीं है. This is the regular language, guys. That is the reason you choose DCFL and CFL. Yeah. So very, very important. So previous few problems looks like N is there everywhere in 3 powers, but this time that N is not there, somebody confusing you. Clear this point? This was exactly same as in the regular you solved. Yeah. So remember this point. Next one. Just take seconds to answer. Only the knowledge requires many hours to acquire such knowledge. Issue. This is a maximum sound that I have right now. CSL, yes. Not CFL, correct. Not CFL. It is not CFL. Ankita, where is reverse? Where is the reverse? ये तो WW है ना? There are many problems. When will be the second W begins? We don't know. And even you know it, it's not possible to understand because this is not in stack order. It's something different order. It is like Q order. Right? This A will appear here. And this A will appear here. This is not the stack order at all. Okay. Even you know when the second W begins. Is it possible, guys? Is it possible? This A, you don't want top of the stack, you want bottom of the stack. So that kind of logic we don't have using stack. Yeah, that's correct, Ankita. Again, not CFL only, not CFL. But we have applications, guys. You know, when somebody writing W as W, actually in the C programming or any programming, this W can be declaration of a variable. After some time, again W comes, this can be use of the variable. Because variable is appearing twice, and that can be represented using w hash w, and it can be the use of whether the variable is declared before its use or not. You can check using this kind of languages. Clear? This is the application oriented problem, guys. We write a language, but it is actually going to do some job in compiler. Okay, this is CSL. True, it is CSL because there is it's possible to implement using LBA. Okay, now Lakshya, if you can write a CFG, it will become CFL, right? You can't write a CFG, but you can write CSG or you can write LBA. Yes, there are. Why not? Context sensitive grammars are there, not context free. Lakshya. Yeah, got Vijay. Now, quick. Come on, guys, please like the session. Many people have still not liked it. Please do that. Regular? क्या प्रतीक? कुछ भी? Vamshi? Only A? If you answer A, why not B? Sandeep, this is just nothing but A power n hash A power n yaar. Just like A power n, B power n. Now this you push blindly, you have a string 4 A's hash 4 A's. What do? You have a stack, keep the Z naught and push 4 A's. When hash comes, skip and this A pop. How easy to understand this problem using this stack. No confusion. And at the end of the input, end Z naught will be there on the stack. Over. Come on, yaar, it is the DCFL, so CFL. It's not a single symbol. Who said single symbol? Pratik. Sigma is not just A comma hash. But hash only comes once. In your string, hash also one of the symbol. Come on, Pratik. Every answer you are doing wrong today. What happened, Pratik? Everybody? Those people who are assuming sigma is just A, it's wrong. The language has two symbols, A and hash. W has A, that's okay. But W is not your language, it's not your string. W hash or W is your string. This is your string form. W is not your string. Okay. 15. Prefix property not for DCFL, it is for to accept a DCFL using empty stack. यार वो मत करना संदीप यहाँ पर. Now, Aradhya, A and B. First, is it regular? Not regular. अगर not regular है, कितने लोग को पता ये implies not CFL भी होता? क्यों ऐसे है? Why is that way? Because stack is useless. It cannot help you when the language has only one symbol. When language is defined over one symbol. At least two symbols होना चाहिए stack use करने के लिए. So most of you may or may not know finite automata and PD are equivalent for the sigma size is 1. When the alphabet has only one symbol, finite automata PDF will work same. They do the same languages and the languages accepted by finite automata, languages accepted by PDA will be regular only. Yes, everybody, it is not regular implies not CFL. It's a very interesting point. Not in arithmetic, so not regular, so not CFL. Yes, Pratik. Everybody clear this point? Finite automata and PDA will be equivalent if you are talking about the languages over one symbol. Okay, so I hope you understood these points. So let me talk about some interesting points. We have a language. Language what's happening? Let me help you what we have actually in this concept. If it is finite, no doubt it is regular, and no doubt it is DCFL, so it is CFL, so it is CSL, so it is a recursive language in future, so it is RE language, recursively enumerable. Yeah, everybody clear this point? The first point. Yeah, second one, if it is regular, let me talk about something. What we talk about, infinite. That means some different way, infinite. Then we have a problem. It may be regular or it may not be regular. Okay, now we have two options. If it is regular, no doubt it is DCFL, and so it is CFL. Everything is all right. But if it is not regular, then what could be the reason why it is not regular? There are multi options now. It can be DCFL. You can design a DPDA for that. So CFL. So remaining all are there. I am not talking about. Or it can be CFL but not DCFL too. Everybody, CFL but not DCFL. And another one, not CFL. This many answers are possible when we are talking about the language. Yes, everybody clear this point? And when you are thinking about a language, you need to focus on all the points here. And if you want to see an example here, you have so many examples to understand. Let me explain some of them here. Right. Let me give some examples here. Here a power n, b power n, where n less than 10. 10 power 10 is also, 10 power 100 is also fine. It is a finite language. And regular, which is infinite, like A star, B star. DCFL, which is also CFL, like this one. CFL but not DCFL, W power R, where W belongs to A comma B whole star. Not CFL, you can take WW, or you can take A power n, B power n, C power n, something like that. Yeah. So you must have a classification of these languages to understand where it lies. Will it be regular, or will it be DCFL, or will it be CFL? What exactly we are talking about? So this one clear, everyone? Yeah. In the exam, the questions will be very easy. Just you need to have a clarity. Yeah, we are going to practice a lot of questions in marathon. but be ready with this concept. Are you ready for closure properties? Now, very big difficulty is to remember the closure properties. Now, how do you remember this many closure properties? Really difficult. So, only one thing that you can understand. If you can understand each and every operation here, remembering is very easy. But as we have very less time, this is not long term batch. So, I just focus on remembering it. How to remember this? Closure properties. Okay. We have two domains here. Tell me if you know already about these operations which are closed, not closed. For CFL and DCFL, very difficult job to remember. If you want to know each and every operation, please watch my theory of computation long-term batch videos. They are already available in playlist. If you want to understand this operation, even it may take 10 hours. Of course, we can do within 1 hour too. Yeah. We want to practice here rather than, spending more time on each one. We will practice what kind of questions are there. Tell me which are, for DCFL. For DCFL, you remember, assume these are DCFL languages, DCFLs, and you are applying CFLs. Okay, now, for DCFLs, remember closed ones, because very few are closed, like a complement is closed. And which one else is closed? A prefix operation. Here remaining, obviously there is one more operation. Inverse homomorphism is closed for all of the domains that we are studying so far. And you just need to remember 3 operations. Just need to remember 3 operations, guys. What are they? Complement for DCFLs. You may try to remember closed operations. One, you can remember complement, because remaining all are not closed, guys. We have proofs for each one, only that I am not explaining here. There is a finite subset that we will see in the next chart. I am talking about this chart. If it is not in this chart, please don't talk about it. Shashank, we are planning from this month. Already RBR joined, is most probably starting the batch soon. Planning like 18th or 25th. Once the batch details are announced, I will be informing in the class here itself. Yeah. For CFLs, you have to remember not closed, guys. Remaining anyhow not closed. No need to talk about them. Now you need to remember not closed. And which is not closed? First one is the complement. And who else? Because of complement difference. And almost everything is closed here. In this list, you need to remember, of course, subset that's not closed for everybody. This is another interesting one. Here subset, guys, subset is very important, and inverse homomorphism. Subset is not closed for all the domains that we study, and inverse homomorphism is closed that all the important domains that we study. Yeah. Now Here also you just need to remember 3 names. For CFLs, just remember 3 names. For CFLs, what do you remember? Remember just not closed, because remaining all are closed. One is complement, because of the complement difference. And you can practice this very easily, you can remember. C, D, S, something like that. Oh my bad. Intersection. One more. Yeah. Thank you so much. I was not looking at it all. There is one more. Intersection. Yeah, you need to remember. Intersection 2. Yeah. 4. 1 increased anyhow. Yeah. I know. I was not looking at. Fine. Got a point? Okay, let me look at each one, then I will not miss anyone. Fine. And remaining all are closed. Remaining all are closed. Not a problem with them. Now we should have a practice. You should know the reason also, guys. Why closed, why not closed? And most of them, especially first few, at least first few operations, till 7, you must know the reason also. Yeah. Why they are closed, why they are not closed. You must practice them, guys. Today we will practice once we look at what kind of questions are possible in the exam. Right. Can you remember them? Can you remember them, guys? For DCFLs, try to remember closed ones. For DCFLs, try to remember closed ones, which are just 3. You can keep a shortcut like, CPI. People, I have seen that CPI means complement prefix inverse homomorphism. And here also you can keep something like, I is the first, ICDS. That's you can remember, which are not closed. ICDS is not closed and CPI is closed. Yeah. Disk, good name. Disk. Look at the people they have. It's very easy to remember. If you want to create a shortcut on your own, you can. But that's not recommended all the time. Here it's okay because of many operations are there. So this might help you to remember easily. Clear this shortcut, guys? CPI, clocks per instruction, cycles per instruction we say in CO, right? So remember CPI for DCFLs, but that are closed. And CFLs, a disk, that is also in CO, a disk, and that is for not closed. Good points. Fine. Now, there is another list. Where it's about finite and infiniteness, which is also really takes much time to explain for me, but I'm just ignoring that explanation now because of this is, let me just wait, which one is suitable. Yeah. Now, if you know the answers of the previous ones, these ones can be answered. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. Remaining you may remember, or you may ask me in doubt session, sir, why it is closed, why not closed. Ask me the doubts later on. यहाँ पे तो इतना तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है 1-2 घंटे में करना. Yes. ये अलग सेट है गाइस, इसका CPI डिस्क नहीं चलता, ये अलग है, ये फाइनाइट इनफाइनाइट वर्ड के साथ है. Okay, now I'm going to create entire table because directly not possible for me to answer. So I'll just write first. This is for DCFLs, second column is for the CFLs. Okay. And previous one will answer this one. Previous one will answer. Union was not closed for DCFL. Remember CPA, right? So this is also not closed. Intersection was not closed, so this is also not. Difference, so finite difference. Concatenation not closed, so finite concatenation. Everybody? Anyhow, infinite तो सब कुछ not closed है. यहाँ पे तो कुछ दिक्कत ही नहीं है. This all are not closed. इसका याद रखना जरूरत ही नहीं है. Problem for above ones. Everybody? Problem for the above ones. And these two, specially treat them separately because it's not easy to explain directly. First 4 rows you can understand union was not closed, so finite union. You can say that way. CFL also similar way. Union was closed, so finite union. Intersection was not closed, so finite intersection. Difference was not closed, so finite difference. Concatenation was closed, so finite. You can easily map them, but this 5th and 6th row you can't easily map them. What is that difference? Sorry, I think I made one mistake here. Difference came twice. Difference came twice. Everybody can observe that? Yeah. You can delete one row here. That's fine. This came twice, guys. And here also difference came twice. Sometimes it happens while typing. Okay. Now, finite subset and finite substitution. Finite subset and finite substitution. You need to be very careful. Finite subset is closed because finite subset of any language, not only DCFL, CFL, finite subset of any language is always finite. That is the reason it satisfies blindly DCFL, CFL including regular. Right. So this finite subset is closed for regulars, closed for DCFLs, closed for CFLs because result is always finite. This is one of the important one. Finite substitution. Here the substitution was not closed, even finite substitution, guys. Even CFLs it is closed. And these things are very, very difficult if you don't know the definitions, if you don't know the examples, if you don't know the proofs, and really difficult to remember. So I just given a very easy shortcut to remember. And what you say is here, blindly you can say all infinite, this one. Blindly you can say all are not closed because of infinite words. Remaining just depend on union was closed, then finite union is closed. If union is not closed, then finite union is not closed. You can remember that way to fill up this table. Everybody, from here to here you can fill up that table. So previous ones, if you have remembered, this one is also, it's very easy. Clear this point? Okay, now in the exam what kind of questions comes? First thing is you can't remember these tables. I know it. Tomorrow you will forget them because you don't know the definitions. That is the reason I am telling you, those people who want to understand, please watch my other videos where I have explained each and every operation with examples and proofs. Okay. Everybody clear? And I know that this is not the way I should teach, but that is the only way I can do now because of this Sankalp batch is to cover every important concept. In the exam, nobody will ask why it is closed. Exam, it's over. Remember this table, go and sit and answer closed or not closed, it works. But understanding it, that doesn't work. Because in this table, other than the closed, not closed, I didn't say anything about that operation. Can we do something about this gate model questions? Look at. These are the model questions and gate questions also. Let's try. If complement of L is a CFL, then L is dash. Tell me all possibilities, whatever. Note. L is, if L is a CFL, then complement of L, this question is different. This is need not be CFL, but it is always CSL. It may be regular, but not all the time. Now how do you answer that? Complement of L is CFL, then L can be what? L is guaranteed, is always what, guys? Anybody? Is guaranteed CSL, but not guaranteed any other. May or may not be, need not be finite, need not be CFL. Yes, it may or may not be CFL, guys. क्या प्रतीक? रेगुलर कहाँ से आए हम? विजय कुमार DCFL, क्या यार? DCFL complement DCFL होता है ना, CFL that's different. If I say second point, if L is DCFL, then L complement is what? ये क्लोज वाली प्रॉपर्टी है. DCFL ये भी नहीं है. If L complement is DCFL, then what is L? Then what is L? L has to be DCFL. L has to be DCFL. टेबल से मतलब नहीं होता इसके यहाँ पर, कॉन्सेप्ट से मतलब होता. हु इज दैट? लवजित. सिर्फ टेबल ये बताता. टेबल विल टॉक अबाउट ओनली फर्स्ट पॉइंट. इफ L is CFL, then complement of CFL is what? Not closed, so need not be CFL. Table only will talk about first and second point. The given question, this table will not help you, concepts will help you. है ना. कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ L is CFL है ना. एग्जाम्पल्स को समझना पड़ेगा आपको. देखो एग्जाम्पल कैसे समझना. कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ L is the CFL. This is given. Then what is L? कुछ भी हो सकता. Look at this. L, मैं A लिया, L complement ले रहा हूँ. L complement, if I take, you don't know that. Example. L complement, I am just taking A power n, B power n, C power n complement. ये है ऑलरेडी CFL गाइस. बट जब L लिया ना, CFL होना जरूरत नहीं, नॉट CFL है. L होता A power n, B power n, C power n. इसको CFL लिख सकते हैं हम. कैसे? ये प्लस पता नहीं होगा, बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता गाइस, बहुत डिफिकल्ट लैंग्वेज है वो वाली. L कॉम्प्लीमेंट को यू कैन राइट सम अदर वे. M नॉट इक्वल टू N और N नॉट इक्वल टू K और M नॉट इक्वल टू K. यूनियन वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट कॉन्सेप्ट जो ABC सीक्वेंस में नहीं आता. मतलब एक B है, ये A प्लस B प्लस C होल स्टार. रिमेंबर यूनियन. और क्या हो सकता? CB है. और क्या? यूनियन CA हो सकता. where X नथिंग बट रिमेंबर ये प्लस B प्लस C प्लस होल स्टार. A प्लस B प्लस C प्लस होल स्टार. A प्लस B प्लस C होल स्टार. Yeah, so this is one of the difficult point for the exam point of view, and most of the people they keep on doing the mistake, and because of lack of understanding of the about CFL and not CFL, and that is the reason it's very easy to remember than understanding these concepts. Yeah, is that clear? ये theoretically lines होता है ना, इसके लिए समझना बहुत जरूरत होता, but ये समझना तो easy नहीं है. चलो आगे चलते हैं. If L is a CFL, L1 is a CFL, L2 is a DCFL. अरे ये क्या है? हमको पता है यार CFL यूनियन CFL. यूनियन तो क्लोज्ड है, ये CFL आएगा हमेशा. बट फॉर DCFL के लिए क्लोज नहीं था. तो DCFL यूनियन DCFL नीड नॉट बी DCFL. तो नॉट क्लोज्ड है ना, नॉट क्लोज्ड है ना. तो अब तो कुछ अलग ही बोल रहा है. CFL यूनियन DCFL. गाइस कैन आई से DCFL? because DCFL union DCFL, no guarantee of DCFL, you can't say, but it is CFL. Because both you can assume CFL, you can prove that it is a CFL always. But DCFL you can't prove, only examples maybe DCFL. But in general, it is always CFL, may or may not be DCFL. And this kind of questions in the exam very important, guys. And that table is different and the concepts are different. Everybody, you can always get a CFL but may or may not a DCFL. Yeah. Let's look at for another one. Now this time difference, guys. Somebody is asking CFL minus DCFL. And L1 minus L2, how many of you know it's nothing but L1 intersection L2 complement? It's same. You can try something like that, CFL minus, you can write as intersection DCFL complement. DCFL complement is a DCFL because we know that it's a DCFL closed under complement. So DCFL complement is DCFL. So I can write as CFL intersection DCFL. And कितने लोग को पता है DCFL intersection DCFL, no need to be DCFL. Not only need not be DCFL, even need not be CFL too. इसके लिए एग्जाम्पल बहुत ज़रूरत है एंड इसकी वजह से यू कैन राइट नीड नॉट बी CFL, but always it's going to be CSL, no doubt. Always CSL, because in the CSL these languages are closed under intersection. एक एग्जाम्पल जरूरत है इसके लिए. Look at guys, L1 A power n B power n C star. What is the language? It is a DCFL. And what is L2? It is also DCFL. But if I do intersection, then you get A power n B power n C power n. ये होता है A not DCFL होता, A भी होता not CFL होता, but A होता CSL होता. Yeah. Is that clear? DCFL, intersection DCFL, no guarantee of CFL. So that is the reason I have answered this is need not be. You can see that need not be CFL, because the DCFLs only no guarantee of CFL, guys. Then CFL, intersection DCFL, yeah. So this is a very important example what I have explained here. You may assume this is a CFL if you want it. Yes, you can prove that even CFL intersection CFL. Now I can answer DCFL intersection DCFL need not be DCFL. And not only this, use the same example to answer other one, CFL intersection CFL, no guarantee of CFL, but both are guaranteed to be CSL. Yeah. Okay guys, I think we need to work a lot on remembering this closure properties, but those people who don't want to remember, they want to understand, then please watch the video of my regular class that I have already kept on playlist. In the playlist, you can go to the playlist of this one, and here I'm just reminding you guys, identifying CFLs and DCFLs is a very important. How to identify CFLs and DCFLs and closure properties. If you will practice today more in remaining half an hour time, but this is what we have today session. Yeah. Yes, Naga, it is available. PDF I will upload. Okay, now I will help you to practice some questions now. Guys, now I'm talking about union. Union. This operation is closed for CFLs. Why we say that? And we say this operation is not closed for DCFLs. Why we say that? Why we say that? Closed for CFL because CFL1 union CFL2, I can prove it is CFL. How? How do you prove that? this CFL1 I can write a grammar. Write CFG1 or design a PDA. You can do both. And this one I can write another grammar. S2 is a start symbol. Assume that. Write CFG2. And the new grammar I am going to write as like this. These are already given to you. What you have to do, S derives S1 or S2, keep entire CFG1, keep entire CFG2, and this is the new grammar that exactly generates the union. Can you see that? Union Y closed for CFL because we have a proof. This is the proof. That is a proof for CFLs. Now I want a proof for DCFL. Proof for DCFL. How do you know that DCFL1 union DCFL2 is need not be DCFL? But using the above proof, I can say that always CFL, but how do you know that need not be? Right. So for that, example is required. Counter example. Do you have any example? DCFL union DCFL is not DCFL. DCFL ko already example hai, regular union regular is regular. All are DCFLs. Right? Counter example is needed. Now what kind of example? Look at L1 a power n b power 2n. L2 a power 2n b power n. Now you want to do the union? Then guys, a power I b power j such that, what do you get here? What do you get here guys? Either I is twice to the j's, that means number of a's is twice the number of b's, or number of b's is twice the number of a's. This can't be done using our DPDA. DPDA not exist because a's you can push, but b's can be double or b's can be half of the a's. Yeah, this is a CFL but not a DCFL. So not DCFL we got, and this is the proof why DCFL's union need not be DCFL. Those people who are assuming DCFL, this is the counter example for them. That's why we say not closed. There exists an example. We picked two DCFLs, but the result went outside the DCFLs class. Clear everybody? Not only this operation, every operation you have to think this way to understand. Clear? Intersection to example दे दिया. Intersection. It is not closed for the both the domains. It is not closed for CFLs, even it is not closed for DCFLs. That is the reason when we write CFL1 intersection CFL2, we don't say not CFL, we say need not be. For a particular example we say it, not CFL. If you really get a not CFL. DCFL1 intersection DCFL2, we say need not be DCFL. But both are always CSL. Yeah. And very interesting point, there is a complement. I don't want to explain because of the time left today, so I am explaining guys. Complement. You know, this is a closed for DCFLs and not closed for CFLs. What do you do? If you ask me DCFL complement, what I do is for this DCFL design DPDA, proof I am talking about, and like just DFA, interchange final non-final. But first you need to design proper DPDA, which exactly looks like a definition Q cross sigma cross gamma derives Q cross gamma star. Interchange finals and non-finals. डेड स्टेट को, अगर डेड स्टेट है उसको फाइनल बनाना जरूरत है अभी, एंड यू गेट ए न्यू DPDA and this exactly accepts complement of given DCFL. I have proved that DCFL and complement of given DCFL both have DPDAs. क्या डिफरेंस? डिफरेंस नहीं होता यार, डिफरेंस क्या चाहिए, डिफरेंस चाहिए इनको, आपको नहीं, बहुत लोग को दिक्कत करता। डिफरेंस क्या है? इसके लिए DPDA भी होगा, PDA भी होगा, इसके लिए DPDA नहीं होगा, PDA एग्जिस्ट, ये डिफरेंस होता। DCFL के लिए DPDA you can design, PDA also you can design separately, which is not a DPDA. Not a DPDA also exist. Right? But CFL, but not. Let me write clearly. Let me write it clearly. DPDA may or may not exist. That's the best word. May or may not exist. Doubt आया ना, थोड़ा confusion हो गया. May or may not exist, but PDA always exist. DCFL means DPDA always exist, PDA also always exist. But CFL no guarantee of DPDA. पहले आपको DPDA PDA पढ़ना चाहिए, है ना प्रणव? इसलिए मैं कल कह रहा था, कल के जितने लोग को भी DPDA PDA डेफिनेशन समझने आ रहा है, तो DCFL CFL के अंतर समझने आता हूँ, है ना। ऐसे लैंग्वेजेस A power n, B power n, ये भी CFL है। W ash, W power r, ये भी DCFL है, और वो भी CFL भी है, उसको CFL भी बोल सकते हैं आप, क्यों नहीं। बट जो लैंग्वेज लाइक W power r, इसको DCFL नहीं बोल सकते, सिर्फ CFL। Yeah. Anyhow, it's not that easy that you are expecting. Fine, not closed for CFL complement, guys. Why not closed for CFL? You need to understand there are very famous example, guys. L is equal to you W such that W belongs to A comma B all star. Iska complement is CFL, guys. But L complement, that is W is not CFL. And L is a CFL, but uska complement WW banta, wo not CFL, guys. Like that, you have so many examples. Like that, you have so many examples in the world. Just now I have given already. Did you remember that? L1, if I take complement of this one, is a CFL. But इसका complement L2 ले लेते, L2 complement वो A power n, B power n, C power n होता, that is not CFL. ऐसे बहुत सारे लैंग्वेजेस है दुनिया में, बट उसको समझना थोड़ा टाइम लगता, एक एक प्रॉब्लम में भी it will take 10 to 15 minutes, but it is, I have taken 1 hour session for this just complement. Go to Google search or go to Unacademy free classes. Just what you do, search something like complement, you will complement plus Mallesham Devasane plus Unacademy context free language. तो सर्च करो, सीधा वीडियो मिल जाएगा आपको। 1 hour session I have taken only to understand this complement. Fine. Okay, like that you have so many things to learn, guys. You can remember the table for the exam point of view. Don't worry about if you don't understand, it's fine if you are able to remember the table. Okay, and today we will stop here, and in the next class I am going to start the Turing motion. So we have today we have understood some of the CFLs and DCFLs and closure properties of CFLs and DCFLs, and in the next class I will be talking about Turing motion. And same timing we are going to meet today. And you wanted to know the timings of today of my classes? That is my class 12:30 p.m. I have a plus class, so I may not be visible for you in a free classes, but after that you can attend my classes today 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. There are 3 classes. At 5 p.m., I'm going to take undecidability. If you already know theory of computation, you can come to this undecidability practice. Nearly 50 languages I'm going to explain, but if you know about the undecidability chapter, please attend. 8 p.m. I've started new series like Final Battle, where you are going to come to the class and you practice yourself. I don't do anything. You will have final battle for each subject. 20 questions will be there, 1 hour. And you can come and practice this 1 hour, 20 questions on yourself, but I will give time to solve it. And 8:30 p.m. and today's final battle will be discussed tomorrow, because in meanwhile you can think about it. So yesterday one test was taken, programming in data structure. Today I am going to discuss about that test analysis. So you can attend all this. These 3 are free classes on Unacademy. Yeah. So these 3 classes, 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Please like the session before leaving, in case if you have not. And please attend the class today. Maths last session, I think 11:30 a.m. and remaining, you know that. And in case if you don't know about PlusIconic, here you have seen how much of the content that I left. I'm telling you, right? But in Plus and Iconic, we never go in hurry and worry. We will have a practice separately, we will have a short note separately, we have revision batches separately, and we have long-term batches separately, and where every batch you can attend and you can learn from every educator. That is the beauty of Plus and Iconic. And if you don't know the prices, and I always talk about the Plus for 2 years 39,600, but use referral code DEVALIVE, and Iconic for 2-year plan 66,600. And whenever you are in dilemma, you can discuss with us, we will help you. And this is my profile to access my free classes, unacademy.com/DevaGateCSE, and this is our Telegram channel to subscribe and to get the material from every educator and to access every class, because we share the links in this group Telegram channel. And you can share our YouTube channels with your friends, because these are very popular YouTube channels from Unacademy. And please like the session and don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.